Hello everyone, today I would like to talk about the bronzers. When I received Natasha Denona Tan Bronze and Glow palette, this is when I decided, yes, I have to compare this palette with another one. Which one is better, what kind of colors they have. So I have a small collection of different bronzers, but like Hoola, probably Hoola has everyone. It's the mini size. Actually, it was a sample scent with the stuff I was ordered from Sephora, and Hoola was included. I never bought it myself. I would like to compare Natasha Denona with another bronzers and palettes. I would like to start with Naked Skin Shapeshifter from Urban Decay. This palette includes powders and creams. I have the light shades because this palette goes in two shades. This is the light medium shift, and this is for light and light medium skin tones, and they have a second palette, the same palette, just for the deeper skin tones. What is beautiful about this palette? They have this shade, very dark shade over here. You can see that I use that a lot for the contour in my face, and it seems like very dark color. I will show you on my skin right here. It seems like very dark shade, but it blends very well. And this cream is very smooth, it's very lightweight, it blends like a dream, and I love this palette very much. But recently I'm not using contouring a lot because most of the time I'm just doing bronzing and contouring my face with the bronzers as well. So I'm not using that much this palette. About the creams, I also would like to mention that there is a beautiful highlight. This correctors highlights, and this one is the shimmering highlight. These are matte highlights, this one the highlight, and this one also can be used as a highlight on a yellow tone, on a pink tone, and this kind of orangey, peachy pinky corrector. And this one is a shimmer. I like the texture of this one. It dries very fast. It goes to the smooth kind of powder formula after you apply it on the skin, but it can be seen on the skin. It can be like visible. This is why it stops me of using this palette too much, because when you're applying the layers on your skin, you want everything to be smooth. And sometimes with this palette, I don't know, maybe I cannot use it very well, or I didn't find the way how to use it very well. So I'm not using much of these correctors and highlighters. But the shimmer one is very subtle. It's so subtle that you won't be able to see it on the camera, I think. About the powders, the highlights here is pretty strong. Sometimes I can use it as an eyeshadow because for the daylight I don't like that my skin has a lot of highlights, that everyone can see how much shine, and from the sky you can see this shine. For the daylight I like more natural skin, so but I use it as a eyeshadows. It's great. This shade, it's probably a bronzer, but I didn't use that much. I like this one. It's kind of on a gray side, so it's kind of neutral tone or maybe even cool tone, and this one on a warm side. It's matte finish. For me, I found it very strong. I will show you the color, and I will show you this color in comparison with other palettes. Very pigmented, I think. And near to that one I will show you the cool tone, or for me it looks like a neutral tone. So I would prefer to use this color more. Probably it goes more kind of sculpting your face, and this one warming your face as a bronzer. As long as it has very strong pigmentation, I might hesitate to use it, because if you go over it, it's difficult to remove. So you're stuck there, you have to remove everything, or you have to spend a lot of time to blend in this one. I don't like to spend a lot of time trying to figure out how it works. But anyway, I love this palette a lot. I used that one probably because that was the only palette I had in the very beginning. But then I bought from Tarte the mini size of the bronzer, the Hotel Iris. The name of the color, this is Amazonian Clay Matte Waterproof Bronzer. I will show you the shade. This shade is dark for me. It goes for the deeper skin tone. I will show it on this shade, even though this one is lighter than this one. I will compare it with the Hoola. You can see that Hoola is much lighter. That was one swatch, and this is the second layer. And you can see that the Hoola has more neutral color than this one. This one is warmer, so it's definitely for the darker skin tone. And comparing to Shapeshifter from Urban Decay, the color is more like a Hoola bronzer. And actually this neutral tone over here, it's very smooth and kind of silky feeling. This one more on a drier side. Moving forward, I would like to show you my Holy Grail bronzer, I would say. This is from Hourglass. I like how it's sculpting my face, and at the same time it's warming it, but it doesn't make it yellow, like I have a lot of suntan on my face. So it's kind of warming at the same time sculpting my face, giving me the shape. This is how it looks like. It's very light tone, looks like very neutral one, not cold, not warm, not gray, not green. This is the Amazonian Clay from Tarte. This is the Hoola bronzer, the popular one, right, from Benefit, and this one is from Hourglass in shade Nude Bronze Light. Nude Bronze Light. This is the true nude color, and I love this too very much. This is on a warm tone. The Hoola is on a warm tone. It's kind of on an orange side. This one, it's not cool tone. It's really neutral tone. That's why I like it very much. If you compare with the Shapeshifter, this one is more on a cooler side. I would say probably a greenish inside of this one, or something gray can be there, right? Yeah, because this is more a sculpting shade, and this one's still bronzing shade, but not that warm. And now we're gonna talk about Natasha Denona palette. So there is a flip. Under this flip you have a cream kind of highlighting formula. This is a cream formula. I would say this is not a very light shade because it's not really highlighting the skin. It gives you the tone with the shimmer inside. This kind of a bronzing shade, champagne bronzing shade. And this one on the orangey side, this is the Super Glow. This is Glow Cream Base, so it's a base. And then this is already not a cream. This is kind of a powder, but it has rose, gold rose tone. The whole palette has rose gold tone, you know, and not a yellow tone. And this also, it gives you the glow. It has crushed pearls and crystals, which is the signature formula of Natasha Denona products. But this glow, it gives the color to the skin. If we are talking about the highlighters is not supposed to give you the tone. It's supposed to catch the light and give the reflection to the light, so your skin, when you're moving your face around the face, it's glowing because of this reflection. But this one, it gives the reflection, but it also gives you a tone. So if you have a light, fair skin tone, it might be difficult to use that one because it really changes your skin tone to the light medium, I would say. This is the highlighter. This highlighter reminds me very much the Anastasia Beverly Hills from in collaboration with Amrezi. I found this masterpiece from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's such an amazing and beautiful highlighter, and probably also for the light medium and the deeper skin tones. I would say this is not good for the fair and light, very light skin tones because it's also on a gold side, champagne gold side. Probably it seems like neutral, but it's not really neutral. It's a little bit more on a yellowish side than on a neutral side, you know. But I would like to compare this highlight with the Amrezi one. I will show you, and I would like to compare the bronze powder with the other bronzing powder. So I'm not gonna apply all this palette to my face right now to show you how it has to be applied, because actually I'm still not good at it. I tried what Natasha Denona shows on her YouTube channel. You can check that one, and I will give you the link down below where you can see how to use this palette from her channel. It's kind of a long process and very glamorous look you will get from this palette. But I will use on one side Hourglass because this is a holy grail for me. I love this bronzer. I find this the most natural one and the best one. It doesn't give you orangey, yellowish, anything like that. It gives you really natural look. And I would like to use this bronzer on another side of my face to show you the difference, because I was buying this as a substitute of my Hourglass one, or like the better one from Natasha Denona, because I really love everything what she does. I was afraid of darkness of these colors, and kind of I proved them. My doubt was not for vain. It's kind of darker shade and you have to be careful with them, but it gives you the very beautiful glowing tan look, very glamorous tan look. So this is a tan palette, right? It's supposed to do that at the end of the day. But let's compare this shade to the rest shade. I would say it's a little bit darker than Hourglass, but it's exactly the same tone. Okay, here you go. My face is closer to you, and there is the swatch on this side. This is the SHAPESHIFTER from Urban Decay. This is the cream texture for the contouring, and this one the darker shade powder formula, and this is the powder formula, the lighter shade from Urban Decay. This is the from Tarte Amazonian Clay in the darker shade, which is Hotel Heroes. They have the lighter shade, but I don't have it. Hoola bronzer from Benefit, the one which is very popular. Probably this is great for the olive tones, because I believe this tone from Hoola Benefit, it's the great tone for the olive skin tone. The next one is from Hourglass. This is Ambient Lighting Bronzer in the color Nude Bronze Light, and this is Natasha Denona. So I have to say that these two shades are very similar to each other comparing to this one. This one, it looks like warmer on an orangey yellow side, and this one is more neutral colors. But this is actually not really neutral. If you check it, what is between the yellow and pink? So it's not the cool tones, and this is the warm tones. What is the in between the pink and yellow? Just tell me. It's red. Red is the color. Peach or red colors, this is the undertone of this shade. And actually, if you have a suntan on your skin, it doesn't go yellow, it doesn't go orange, it goes red. It has the red undertone. That's why when I'm applying something on my face and if I see too much yellow on my face or on my skin, it doesn't look natural. It looks like I'm sick with something. Our skin, if it goes to the yellow side, more green yellow side, cool tone also, purplish, grayish, it's also says about something not good in our health, something not good in our body, and our face shows, our skin shows that something is sick in our body. That's why this is a mixture of tones, and red is the important tone in our skin, especially in the bronzing our skin. So let's move on, and I will show you Natasha Denona on one side and Hourglass on another side. So I'm gonna apply Natasha Denona only the bronzer shade. I'm gonna use the brush from Tarte, and for the Hourglass I'm gonna use Morphe brush from Jacqueline Hill collection. Tapping it, you can remove some excess on your hand, and I'm doing on another side the Natasha Denona palette. I am dabbing it, and definitely I have to be very careful because this is more pigmented than the Hourglass. The Hourglass, you almost go blind. Just dab it and apply it on your face. You remember where the bronzer has to be, and it's gonna be almost perfect. With this palette, just with Natasha Denona, you have to be a little bit more. And I would like to use the highlighters over here. So okay, I will try the cream one. Natasha Denona shows that the cream one you have to use with the sponge. Well, I'm a little bit scared to use it with the sponge and applying it on my foundation already. So I will try to use it with my finger first. I would prefer to have this shimmer fine milled, because I can see these sparkling dots. In certain cases I like it, but sometimes I want to have something. What is this? We can understand what is this, and probably when it's fine and milled, it gives you this shimmering effect which you don't understand where it's going from. Right now I can see kind of sparkle dots. I will use it kind of as a blush, you know. I'm gonna use it with the Italian tools, kind of dual fiber. And now I'm applying the highlighter. It's Glow Impact Powder. Okay, and another side I'm gonna do with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm not gonna use any other product. So I'm gonna use the same brush. I will just clean that one. It's more silky and soft texture than the Natasha Denona one. Let me do my lips. So I have to say, looking into the mirror, I would go with this side, with Anastasia Beverly Hills side. I will show you some swatches on that one. This is Natasha Denona, and this is the Amazing one. Natasha Denona. It's kinda, you see rose gold, champagne color, and this is champagne color. When I look into the Natasha Denona and Amrezi highlighters, I would say that they are pretty close to each other. Amrezi has just a little bit more kind of a watery effect, you know, like when you look at different shimmers, they kind of sit in kind of dry side, kind of velvety side with shimmers or something like that, kind of oily, kind of too much sparkle or something. Not too much sparkle, I mean a lot of sparkle there. Amrezi one I love for it's like water. It's not like oil or something. It's like a water surface, and I love this. So it's shimmer, but at the same time like a water or glass effect on the skin. The Natasha Denona I would say more on a drier side, but very similar between each other. Both very beautiful and both worth to have. They have a little bit different colors, so maybe Amrezi goes to the winter side more, but I can use it for my skin tone even more, a little bit on a tan skin. And the Natasha Denona definitely for the summertime. Okay, here is my comparison between different bronzer palettes and my thoughts on the Natasha Denona bronzing palette. It's beautiful one. I'm not regret that I'm having this one. Actually, I might have it only just because of the packaging. But it's definitely, you can use that one. Just need to watch Natasha Denona's video several times before you understand how to use that one, because I really kind of afraid to use a lot of cream on the foundation because I'm afraid that the foundation is going to move around. Definitely it gives you the bronzing glow and it's beautiful. I definitely recommend to have it. I also recommend to have Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezi highlighter because this is amazing one. And Hourglass bronze, they have I believe 3 bronzing colors, some of them shimmering, some of them matte. Definitely I would recommend to have this one, the Shapeshifter from Urban Decay. It's a beautiful palette for the contouring and probably for the color correction, but it's also the great palette I probably would recommend if you're using the contour. I'm not using that much because I'm most doing what you just saw right now, just bronzing a little bit, warming up my face, creating the dimension with the bronzer, and that's pretty enough for the real life. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to say today about the bronzers. If you have some comments or some thoughts, or what do you think about the Natasha Denona Tan Bronze and Glow palette, I would love to hear from you. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click the ring bell button below to be notified every time I am posting a new video. Bye bye guys.